Hi, now let's talk about changing the way that your brain is working. The phrase self-directed neuroplasticity simply means things that you can do for yourself that change the way the neurons are firing in your brain. All of us get habituated thoughts, and some people are bothered by them more than others. The kind of habituated thoughts I want to talk about today are either circular thinking or catastrophic thinking. So circular thinking is where you just get stuck in a loop, and it's like that little toy train going around a circular track again and again and again and again and again, and it just keeps doing it. No matter how hard you try, it seems like you just can't disrupt that thought, and it usually causes a lot of tension and anxiety. The other kind of thinking we want to work on disrupting is catastrophic thinking. So you have this thought over here, and before you know it, in a flash, you're over here at the worst case scenario. I lost a $20 bill. I'm going to be homeless and living in a cardboard box on the street. And I know that sounds silly, but we all have some catastrophic thinking going on, and some of us have way too much of it going on. So these are the kind of techniques that you can use to change that up. So the first one I want to talk about today is going through your five senses. There's two ways that you can do this. The first, which is what we'll do today, is eyes open in the here and now, wherever you happen to be. You can also do this same exercise as part of a meditation, and it doesn't have to take long. It can take a minute. Just take a deep diaphragmatic breath, close your eyes, and imagine yourself someplace great like the beach. And then go through the exercise as if you're on the beach. Either one works great. It just depends on what your situation is when you want to use it. So we're just going to use the five senses. I'm just going to walk you through this. So make sure you're seated comfortably, and I want you to just look around the room that you're in and notice some of the things that you can see. And I want you to really engage with them. Notice the color, notice the shape. Good. All right. Now I want you to just notice some of the things you can hear. So same thing, just get really engaged with the sounds. Whatever you can hear, just make note of it. Good. Now let's do scent. And there may be a scent in the air already. Maybe you have a candle lit or there's something cooking in the kitchen. Or if there's no scent, that's okay too. But if you have something aromatic near you or even a bottle of essential oils, that would be a good thing to grab. So go ahead and take a deep breath and notice, is there a scent in the air? And again, just be really mindful with it for a moment and really engage in it. Good. Now I want you to go into your sense of touch. So pick up something near you. I'm just going to grab this pillow because it's kind of nubby and it feels good to put my hands on it and just notice the sensations and feelings. So grab something. It could be something near you, whatever you're sitting on, a piece of clothing that you're wearing. And just engage in how it feels to your hands. Good. And now do taste. You may not have anything near you to taste, and that's okay. Even if you just have some water near you or something to drink, go ahead and taste that. If you have some mints or a candy dish or some fruit nearby, go ahead and grab that and just taste it. And again, just be really mindful. Really let yourself engage in what that tastes like. Because usually when I'm using this is when I'm driving. Not that the traffic here in Phoenix is bad, but you know, traffic sometimes gets to me. So I keep a little bit of mints there in the cup holders so that I always have something that I can taste. If you have to skip one of the senses because there isn't something, that's okay too. And that's it. Super simple. All right, next one I want to do is called bilateral stimulation. Now I'm in the habit of using my water bottle because I always have something to drink nearby, but you can use any object. So if you don't have an object now, go ahead and pause the video and go and grab something. It can be any object at all, a pencil, a piece of rolled up paper, a water bottle. It can be anything at all that you like. Good, we all have something? All right, so what you want to do is put it out in front of you, holding it in both hands. In both hands, I want you to hold it and move it so that it's across the midpoint of your body. So to one side or the other of your belly button. Let it go into that hand and bring it back to the side. Now, I don't turn my head and look at it because you're going to be doing this for about a minute, and that can actually make me a little bit motion sick. If it doesn't bother you and you want to turn your head and look at it, that's fine. But bring the hands back together, cross to the other side, the other midpoint of your body, and then go this way. And bring the hand back together, cross the midpoint of your body, bring it out to this side, bring your hands together, cross the midpoint of your body, bring it out to this side. Okay, so we're ready to move it up a little bit faster now, and here we go. And it does take a little bit of focus and attention to it. Some people are very coordinated and get this very quickly. Even if you're not coordinated and you mess it up a few times, don't worry about it because you're still creating what we want. I won't tell you how long it took me to get to where I could do this and actually talk through it while I was demonstrating it without messing it up. So, so don't feel bad if you've messed it up a little bit already. Okay, that's it. Again, very simple. The third one that I want to give you today is using your peripheral vision. And super simple, so I'm just going to walk you through it. We'll just do it as I describe it. All right, so get in a comfortable position in your chair. And I want you to just engage your vision and really engage with what you can see. Let your eyes roam wherever you happen to be and really engage with the colors and shapes and objects you can see. I'm going to be quiet for a moment while you do that. Good. Okay. Now I want you to just be quiet and just listen. What can you hear? Good. Now let's engage the sense of touch. So you might touch an article of clothing that you're wearing, what you're sitting on or near. I'm going to grab this pillow. It's got a nice nubby texture. I like to run my hand over it. So just really engage with that sensation, how it feels to you. Now I want you to take a deep breath in and just notice if there's a scent in the air. There may be a scent or there might not. You might want to grab something aromatic to breathe in or even a bottle of essential oil to smell. And now let's engage your sense of taste. If you have something to drink near you, even if it's just water, go ahead and taste that. If you have a snack, some fruit or a candy dish near you, go ahead and taste that. Because I use this more frequently in my car driving than in any other time. I actually do keep a little bottle of essential oil and a little tin of mints in my car in the cup holder so that I have something to smell and I have something to taste. But if you end up without something to smell or something to taste, that's okay, don't worry about it. Engage the senses that you can. Good, that's it. Again, super simple. In fact, all of these are so simple that sometimes people will say, you know, it's too simple, Sherry. Don't you understand that my problems are really complex? I do understand that your problems are complex. Your thoughts are very complex. That's okay. If I gave you something difficult to do, you wouldn't be able to do it. It would be too time-consuming, too challenging. So I promise these really simple things actually work very well. So I'm going to consult my list here, and so make sure I do these in the same order as the list I gave you. Next, you have on your list the chakra or rainbow colors. So you're just going to allow yourself to focus on each of those colors for a moment. So this is an eyes closed experiment, but let's say that you don't want to do that. You're in a meeting or something, or in a classroom. Go through the rainbow of colors. You don't have to do them in order. That's no big deal. And just notice all the things that are red that you can see, all the things that are orange that you can see. But the idea of it is really to just sit and close your eyes and think of each of those colors. Now, sometimes it's really easy to just fill your mind with a particular color, and sometimes it isn't. So I've given you some different things to think about in that color family in case you need them. So I'm just going to let you, I'm going to be quiet for a few moments and let you do those. So you can begin whenever you're ready. So you may want to pause the video here if you're not done, and then turn us back on when you're ready to continue.